10th season at LSU. Of course, Southeastern Louisiana grad, directing external relations for LSU football. Deals with the high schools. Of course, LSU lost 44-41 at Athens against Georgia Saturday in a great game. They ranked 10th in the nation and play at Mississippi State Saturday at 6 p.m. Please give a warm welcome to LSU's Charlie Baglio. Charlie?
It was a tough one to watch the other day, because as a football coach, you know, especially on the defensive side, when you just feel like you can't stop a team, then you know that every time you get it, you got to score. And we had it last, but it didn't work out that way. You know, we failed to score, and it's just a really entertaining football game for fans. But you know, the trend in college football today is offenses. And you know, it just looks like nobody can stop anybody anymore. It's amazing, 2 years removed from a 9-6 and a 6-3 game or whatever it was, with all the spread offenses. And Georgia went we played at Georgia, and you know, when you go into a game and they have a quarterback like Aaron Murray, and they got a running back like Todd Gurley, it's pretty difficult. You know, you stop one phase of it or stop the other. We weren't able to stop either side of it, to be honest with you. We just didn't play very well on defense, and you see the outcome. There's no more prideful man in the country than John Chavis. He didn't all of a sudden become a bad coach on Saturday. He's been the last 3 or 4 years carrying the offense, and losing all those players that we did, and all the experience that we lost with those kids that left as juniors, it's starting to show a little bit on the defensive side of the ball. But none of that should overcome or be overshadowed by some performances in that football game. And the first one is Zach Mettenberger. I mean, the kid threw over 350 yards, left everything he had on that field, and well documented, you know, that from Georgia, his mother worked in the office. There was an awful lot of stuff going on around that kid, and for him to go in there and do what he did is just an amazing feat, because he kept us in that football game, and it was an amazing effort. It's been a long time since I've seen somebody from LSU do that at quarterback. Another big positive was Jarvis Landry continues to be an impressive wide receiver and football player. He may be the best football player we have on our football team. He can do it all. He's a physical receiver, and in the top 3 in the country as far as the best hands in the country. Our offensive line did a great job of pass blocking. We weren't able to run the ball, so you can't say they did a good job there. Defensively, we weren't able to stop them. I want to say in the last 68 passing snaps in the Auburn and Georgia game, we only have 1 sack and 2 hurries. That won't get it done. That will not get it done. And John Chavis will be the first one to tell you. But you know, we go to Mississippi State this week, and hopefully we won't go there with a letdown after losing that game. But we have an awful lot of football to play, and there's still a lot in front of you, because you go in and beat Alabama, you beat A&M, you're right back where you want to be. Now you can't afford any losses. So that's where we are. We got a good football team, and we're going to be better on defense. I promise you that. Any questions? Yes, sir.
Coach, how about J.C. Copeland's knee? Saw him.
I think he's going to be okay. He wasn't. I don't think it was serious at all. Yes, ma'am.
From a dog standpoint, there was 3 or 4 factors that I saw. I saw the difference. Medford had an unbelievable game. The receivers were fantastic on catch box. But I thought it came down to experience. Murray's 45 game he started against Medford's 18 or 19. I thought and from the standpoint of turnovers, they even out. Each of us got 7 points on the cheap, 7 points. 2 plays, maybe 3, 2 for sure, were critical in the ball game as far as I was concerned. LSU's receivers had the ball in their hand. They got the crowd knocked out of them both times and dropped the ball. And it was deep in Georgia's territory. If they held on either one, it would have been a difference in the ball game.
I think you're right. I can't in any way or shape or fashion put any blame on Zach Mettenberg. The last drive, it's a little bit different because now they know all we can do is throw the ball. So, I mean, you got to give Georgia's defense a little bit of credit. They came after him, and and it made it tough to throw the ball. But I think you're all right. We made some mistakes though, and dropping a few passes that could have changed that game. I do think that the punt, fumbling the punt, hurt us also. At that point, we finally made a stop on defense, made them punt to us, and we fumbled the punt, which is very uncharacteristic of Odell Beckham. Anybody else?
You gotta have a Boudreaux story.
I don't have one. Y'all heard them all. Yes, sir.
When she was talking, kind of brought up something. LSU still seems to waste timeouts. It is. Where do you stand on that? Is it her calling the timeouts? And the coach is saying, "Why did you do that?" Or is it coaching? What do you think?
Evidently, there's a miscommunication between both of what you're saying, but I really don't know because I wasn't there. I don't know what took place. I wasn't that close to it. Yes, ma'am.
I can tell you, the crowd was a factor in 2 timeouts, maybe 3.
Yeah, you might be right.
But he could not hear. They had to call timeout twice, and the crowd was something crazy.
Yeah. Oh, I know. I think you're right. Thank y'all. Appreciate everything.